What's up? Hello, look at you guys. Look at I jump on a minute early and you guys are there for me. I appreciate it. Hello there. Hey, what's up? Pirate Paws. Arr, there be pirates here. Pirate Paws. I like it. Hey, Pirate Paws, just for inspiring me to do a pirate voice, you get 5 points. We'll talk about points shortly. What's going on? Hi, everybody. Let me reach over here. A Disney man, a Disney man will have to give you 5 points as well then for that one because you made me do this. What's going on? Happy Saturday to everybody. Hello. I'll try to keep up with you guys for a minute here and say hi to everybody. You know what, sample text? I don't get to the Cloud District as often as I would like. Let me be honest with you right now. I'd like to go a little bit more. But you know, I mean, I'm working, and getting the whole family together and packing. I mean, it's a lot. It's not what it used to be, is all I'm saying. Plus, it's pollution there right now. The Cloud District, it's crazy. It used to be, never mind. Talk about that later. What's going on? There's a name that's Anne Sophio Pinsta. That's long. That's a lot to try to read. That's a mouthful. What's going on, dearest Mayura? How you doing? Aficionados Chris, my day has been good so far. Prepped for this and had some bumrio for like an early lunch, late breakfast. I guess they call that brunch. There's a name for that. So all good. It's going well so far. And it's a weekend. I'm excited. I'm really excited. You love my Digimon voice work? I mean, I have worked on Digimon. I just have barely worked on Digimon. It's one of those series that has almost completely evaded me. I played a Chessmon, I don't know, something back in the day. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's awesome. Now, Beastars I'm more familiar with, for sure. I had a great time on Beastars. I hope we get more coming up. Epcar! Richard Epcar is here, yo! What's up, man? I feel like I've been busting your balls online all week. Well, you do it to me first, though. So, turnabout is fair play. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully we will con again soon. That would be nice. What's up, Sun Bear? Ooh, happy Saturday. The dwarf from Overwatch. I'm not a dwarf. You know he's not a dwarf. We all know that. Come on. He kind of is, though, right? He kind of is. What's going on? Everybody's saying happy Saturday. Good. You got over 13,000 damage playing as Torbjorn yesterday. I hope you applied that damage to the other team, not to yourself. Otherwise, I'm sorry. Whoops. No, I'm not blocking you. What's up, Oh No Nancy? I'm glad you made it. I'm seeing some familiar names here and stuff. Sorry, this is me just saying hi for a second here. I hope that's all right. I'm taking a little bit of time and stuff. Nice. CR4 Acker, which looks like Cracker for Life. I guess it is Cracker for Life. Has been playing, I was watching the Greed Island arc in Hunter x Hunter. Very nice. Hello, Asian Panda Girl. I voice an Asian panda as well. I don't know, he's Asian, but the show comes from Japan. Go figure. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know about all that, but thanks for the compliment. It's Xander Mobus' birthday today? I didn't know that. Well, cool. Happy birthday, Xander, wherever you are. John, what's up? How you doing? We got to talk, man. I got to give you a call, but we're not going to do that right now. Okay. All right. Here's where we are here. Let's get going here. So this is Streamily signing. In case you have no idea who I am, I'm Keith Silverstein, and I've been doing voiceover for like 24 years. I know, it's crazy. And I'm retiring today. No, I'm not retiring today. No, I've got at least 5 more days in me, for sure. Don't worry about that. So if you've purchased your prints and what have you on Streamily, this is the time where I sign them for you. Here's how this goes. In order to be able to rap with you guys a little bit more and answer questions and attempt to keep it interesting, not just for you guys, but for me also, I've already prepped all of the prints, which just means basically if you asked for a name or a quote, it's on there already. It looks like this one because we're going to do Kelsey first. So it'll look like this beautiful print right here, except there's no signature whatsoever on there. So my job is to apply that for you live and chat with you a little bit. Now, if you guys have questions that you want to ask me, first off, I would say make them interesting so that I'm inspired to answer said questions and throw them under the questions because I get way behind here as far as streaming and answering your questions if you throw them on here. So just know I may miss it. Osmanthus wine for brunch. Ooh, I don't know. It might be a little early for Osmanthus wine. Do you know they sell it by the can now? They do. I don't have any Bundaberg today for those who've joined before. Oh, before I get to the signing, since I've already given away some points, let me tell you how this works too. I like to give away points. I'm crazy with points. So the rules are this. The points mean nothing until they do. And they might. And they might not. If I give you points, you have to keep track of how many points you have. And you can't lie about it. You can't cheat or the points will automatically disappear. Yeah. They're weird. They're real points, but they're not. It's like Bitcoin, where you're not quite sure. Is it real? Is it not? Is it worth nothing? Is it worth something? I don't know. So I may give you points for any reason. For example, for listening to me explain this, everybody who's just heard that gets 5 points. All right, add it to the points you have. If you're starting from scratch, I'll help you this time with the math. You have 5 points. I might take away points. I usually don't, but sometimes I'm feeling a little mischievous, and I'll do it. I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So, like right now, everybody loses 1 point, but now you gain 2. See what I mean? I immediately corrected myself, and I know you thought there would be no math. I'm sorry. The more of this Osmanthus wine I drink, the worse it's gonna get, probably. All right, let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's get going, and we'll see, and I'll check back in there, and we'll go for a minute. Hopefully we've got some friendly returning faces and what have you. So first up, we got Kelsey. We're doing the VIPs first. So Kelsey is up first. There's no special instructions for Kelsey, but Kelsey, you are special nonetheless. All right. Wow, first one of the day. Just getting going and stuff. I have no regrets in meeting you, friend. So just so you guys know, if you guys ever pick up prints and you do not specify a quote, I'm going to add a quote, whatever quote I feel like, because I'm assuming that you've never done it before. You don't know you can ask for a quote, so I'm hooking you up. Unless you specifically say no quote, just a signature or something like that, and then you're good to go on that, and you'll be golden. There we go. So let's do that one. Oh, next up, this is fun too. We're going to get to see which characters are today the most beloved. So far, obviously, Zhongli, Genshin Impact is hot. It's rocking. We've had 1. So Zhongli's winning. I know. That's more math. Jeez, just for subjecting you guys to a little bit of math today, you guys all get 10 points. Everybody here gets 10 points. Don't lose track of them. All right, next up we got Justin. What's going on with Justin? Justin doesn't have any special instructions either, but we've got this beautiful print by Ridley right here. Shar Ensemble. If we've got any Gundam fans out there. You know, Gundam is a huge franchise, and it's actually really difficult to find at cons any kind of prints or artwork. Not for Gundam. You can kind of find some Gundam, but to find the characters specifically, like Shar, even he's a very popular character, but doesn't exist. So this is one of the few ones that's out there now. Thanks to Ridley. All right. Okay. All right, Justin. We've got a nice Sig Xeon on there for you. I hope you enjoy that. I'm glad you enjoyed the series. Going through these VIPs, checking them off, marking them down, and we'll get time to chat too as we go, but I just felt like we should start making some progress. Who's up next? Who could it be? It could be anybody. Guess now, quick. Type it in, don't type it in, think it in your head. I don't know, it doesn't matter. If you said Zhongli, you get 1 point. I know. It was an easy one, so just 1 point. That's what you get. All right, this is for Nuki. Hope I'm saying that right. How you doing, Nuki? I hope you're doing well on this Saturday, and hopefully you're here and you've joined us. No special, we don't have a lot of special instructions yet, but we'll get there, I promise. I know we had some of that stuff. All right, this is from Laflay Art here, this particular print. All my chibi prints are by Laflay Art. There we go, and you've got an I will have order thrown in on there. Booyah. All right, who's up next? It could be anyone, right? Make your bids now. Make your guesses now while you can. Time's running out. Okay, time's up. 5 points if you got it. You know what? Char's coming back. Yeah. No, I don't blame you. This is a beautiful print. I completely understand. Great character. All right, this is for Alasdair Martin. What's up, Alasdair? I hope I'm saying your name right, as always. Let me just blanket say that. If I screw up your name, I'm not doing it on purpose. That's just life, okay? So what do we got here? Please write the quote, "A mobile suit's abilities don't decide a battle's outcome." I'll teach you that. Oh, you're from New Zealand. I got to get out there. I want so bad to get out there. Get the cons out there in New Zealand to invite me. I've never been to Australia. I've never been to New Zealand. I would love to go. I don't know why it's taken me so long to get over there. No idea. All right. All right, Alasdair. There you go. Got your own Ridley print there. All right, hold on. I'm going to see. I'm going to hit this. I'm going to mark this one. Alasdair is completed. We'll move on to the next one in just a second. We got some Speedwagon love here. Oh, Jonas Scott was nice and gave you a shout out in voice. Jonas Scott is awesome and better than me. We got a lot of highs to Speedwagon. We're getting a lot of Speedwagon love here. Look alive, Master Joestar. He's trying to lure you in like he's not. We had one of our JoJo's here. We just did. I don't know if you're still here, Richard, but props to you. Can I do the Hawkmoth voice? Can I do the Hawkmoth voice? No, I can't. I've lost the ability. It's weird. I know. I don't know how. Somehow, because it's so different than my natural voice. Listen, I hope you guys are excited. I don't know how many Miraculars we got here. I'm definitely one of them. So excited. Can I just say for a second about the movie Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir, the movie. It should have been Ladybug and Cat Noir and Hawkmoth, but you guys all know that. It's just too long of a title, I guess. I mean, you can't cut out Ladybug and Cat Noir, so I totally get it. Super excited. Comes out on the 28th on Netflix. Oh my gosh, it's right around the corner. I am so excited for you guys to see it. Oh, we worked so hard on it. So hopefully you guys will love it. And if you don't, I'll be the first one to akumatize you. I guess I can do the Hawkmoth voice. Went all the way around, I could have just done it. Oh well, but we got to chat, and that's important. We're bonding here. Bonding is good. Okay, next up is Elizabeth. How you doing, Elizabeth? Happy Saturday to you. All right, and Elizabeth says, oh, you met me at Comic-Con in San Antonio, February this year. Very specific, I like it. Thank you for being so nice and taking time to do things like this for the fans. My absolute pleasure. I am blessed and privileged that anyone pays attention at all to what I do. So thank you, and you're more than welcome. So we've got another John Lee Tea Time print here. All right, here you go. Elizabeth, I hope today too shall be prosperous. There you go. Rick's Lapis in there too. That's what you got there. All right, coming up next here we got, who's gonna be? It's your chance to guess right here. Can you get it? 4 points hang in the balance. Did you get it? Type it in, don't type it in, I don't care. Boom. Got some more John Lee here. There we go, Hellion White's version. Very nicely done. I like this artwork. This is for Zach. I'll lose that. I sometimes forget I'm doing a voice. So, sorry about that. My apologies. Zach, no special instructions, but you got a quote. We got you. We got you covered. All right. Genshin Impact definitely winning, but second Gundam so far, right? Who would have thunk that? All right, Zach with an H, there you go. That is for you. People always want to know when they're going to get these. I will get these out to the great folks at Streamily, Monday or Tuesday or something, as soon as I can, this week for sure. So then it's, on them. I don't know how many they got piled up, and they got to organize them and get them all sent out to you guys, but hopefully they'll get out to you pretty soon. Next up, we got Jen. What's up, Jen? No special instructions. Just wanted to say thank you for everything that I do. That's a huge thank you. I mean, I do a lot of things. Some of them are very unremarkable. Actually, most of them are very unremarkable. For example, that was pretty unremarkable, but you just thanked me for that. So you are very welcome. You are welcome for everything you do. Does that make any sense at all? I don't know, Jen, but I appreciate it. I'm gonna get to a question in a second here. I feel it. Let me check those and see what's going on. All right. Well, thank you for the thank you. Thank you for the thank you for the thank you. Well, that's funny. All right. One of my favorite quotes. You will continue to shine like gold in my memories. Do Hisoka. Well, we're going to wait for Hisoka because I assume we're going to have a Hisoka come up, and that'll prompt me very naturally. But thanks for the command. Oh, I'm Caitlin 101 is the first one to remind me to stay hydrated, to which I will reply with a little water. Or is it water? Thank you. So I'm Caitlin. You get 10 points for reminding me to stay hydrated. Baby Barbie Goth, how you doing? I'm so glad you could join. I don't know what you're up to. You're always doing something interesting, shall we say, during the streams. So I don't know what you're up to. Feel free to chime in and let us know what you're doing, because I know it's something cool, something fun. I don't know if you're club hopping or I don't know. Could be anything. All right, I did promise I would answer a question. You got a lot of questions in here, you guys. Ooh, gosh, what is my favorite drink? I don't know, I jump around. I really like this peach soda from Bundaberg. It's fantastic. I love me some peach, these are boring drinks, but peach Snapple iced tea is fantastic, but you can't live off of it. And I think as far as adult beverages, I don't know if I have a favorite. So I just go with the flow. I like non-manly drinks. Is it okay to call them that? I know. We shouldn't say it that way, but I'm describing it based on the look the bartender gives me whenever I order something tropical or fruity, and I get that look. So I'm basing it off of that. Is that fair? Because that's why they're giving me a look. To hell with them. That's right. I don't care what they think. What is my favorite Zhongli voice line? People are gonna. You know what? That's gonna come up because people say put your favorite in there, and of course I alter it. You'd think I'd have one favorite, but and I did say Osmanthus Wine. Glad you're a big fan. That's cool. Love to come to Toronto. Invite me. Well, that's a name right there. Here's a question. Did I motion capture for Resident Evil 2 Remake? I have done very little mocap. I did not do mocap for any of the Resident Evil games. I'm sure someone else did, but I'm not the physical embodiment of Hunk. Just the vocal embodiment of Hunk. The one thing I did mocap for, done a little bit of facial stuff, and this was facial actually, although it was was definitely on set with everybody, was the Spider-Man game when I played Hammerhead, and that was the most extensive facial capture / mocap that I've done. I don't do a ton of it. It's not my thing. I actually shy away from auditions that are like full motion capture because memorizing lines and all that stuff. I love just kind of the thing that I do, and I'm not afraid to say it. So if it's a little bit of facial capture or something, I'm down to learn something new, to try something different, but I don't need to dive into that too much because I like to keep busy doing exactly what I love, which is just focusing on the voice. All right, we'll jump back in there for some more questions. I'll skip the boring ones as I was doing and answer the ones that I find interesting. Next up, we've got Jace. What's up, Jace? Keith, you're one of my biggest inspirations to become a VA. Could you write your favorite quote from John Lee? See, I told you it'd come up. It comes up like immediately. Jace, thank you very much. I hope you follow your dreams and you make that happen. That would be fantastic. All right. Here we go. Oh, this is kind of my favorite quote that I did here. But let me get you a signature and then you guys can all hear what my favorite quote is. Now, Jace got this great print from King, but this is the hollow version. So if you can see this, it's really gorgeous. I don't know, it looks okay. It looks good on camera, but in person, oh my God, it's just, I didn't even know when I was getting the hollows at first that they were going to look this good. At any rate, this is an age of gods and monsters. I wish not for dominion, yet I cannot watch the common folk suffer. That's my favorite. That's my favorite of the quotes. Now, you will notice I'll get a lot of requests from my favorite quote, and sometimes it'll be a different favorite quote. And sometimes that's because the print you've chosen, I'm like, on this print, I actually like this particular quote. So go figure. So I'm inconsistent. Deal with it. Next one up, more love for John Lee. This is for Olivia Penner. What's going on, Olivia? How you doing? I'm probably one of your biggest fans ever. Could you please write, yes, it is one of my favorite quotes. So you wanted your favorite quote? That seems reasonable. Let's sign this and then we'll come back for you. How can you know you're my biggest fan ever? I love that you're so confident. I love that. Confidence will get you pretty far in life. I mean, there comes a point where you then have to prove it, but confidence will get you pretty far. This is a good one. Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. There you go. It's one of the first quotes of his that I memorized. Not the first, but one of the first. And yeah, we're still getting lots of love for John Lee. I ain't mad at you. James, what's up, James? Could you wish my boyfriend a happy 22nd birthday and write the dry glazed lily quote? And if you could draw one. See what I mean? So I prepped this stuff ahead of time so you guys didn't have to have me be like quiet for 10 minutes while I do this right. Okay, 10's a stretch, but you get the point. All right, well, James, happiest of birthdays to you. All right. Shall I do this right? Happy birthday, James. This is a dried glazed lily that came into bloom on the day of your birth. Long ago, the people of Leo were... I forgot it, but that's what I wrote. What did the people of Leo do? All right. And I drew one. Oh, did you want to see the drawing? Sorry, my bad. It's, it's tough because this artwork is so good, and then I drew a tiny little dried glazed lily on there. It doesn't compare. I mean, but I'll do it. I'll do it if you guys ask for a doodle. I'm down. Why not? All right, we've got one of these here that is to no one. Sorry, I should change that up. It's to someone, but they just wanted a signature. There's no details. Just sign in the bottom right corner, and I have done so for you. So there you go. You're all set to go. I didn't put anything else on there, just that signature. That's a popular artwork. Hellion White is killing it today. Look at that. All right. Where is... Do we have something, John? Why am I missing this print right here? Huh. Oh, I see. Hold on one second here, folks. My VIP or 17. Well, we will come back to that one. For some reason, one of these is out of order. And that's all right. Did we jump out of... Yeah, we're in VIP orders right now. Okay. Well, I know I did this one, so we'll get back to that one in a minute. We'll skip forward. Oh, okay. Very nice. Adagio. Hey, Adagio. How you doing, Dodgy Bear? Hopefully you're here. I don't know if you're here or not, but always a pleasure. Adagio's on Cameo quite a bit, and we keep in touch that way, which is good. And I hope you're doing well, Dodger Bear, definitely. I'm sure you are. I got your video. You look good, as always. So keep on taking care of yourself. It says here, what's your most favorite or encouraging quote from Hisoka? Somebody was asking for Hisoka anyway, so guess what? We're there. He didn't have an encouraging quote. I mean, not one that is just naturally one he actually says. So I kind of based it on a quote that he does say and made one up for you, Dodgy Bear, because I thought you deserved that. So give me 1 second here, and then you can all hear it. Why not? All right. Let's channel this guy here. Well, if you put your mind to it, even a flawless victory is possible. There you go. A quote he never said, but would have. Right? But you deserve that. So there you go, Dodgy Bear. And we're not done with you yet, are we? No, we're not. All right. So we got one more for you there, Adagio. What's your favorite Mondo Owada quote? My favorite is the most obvious one because it's really the only quote that I write naturally that curses. I mean, he's the only one. I don't do that for anybody else, mainly because nobody else curses in their show/game, except for this one right here. So we got a little Mondo Owada for you. Let me sign this, and I'll do the quote. But listen, if you don't want to hear a curse word, earmuffs, cover your ears. I'm going to come back and I'm going to hit you with one. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't. I'm warning you. I'm giving you plenty of spoiler warning. All right. Mondo Owada, nice to fucking meet you. There you go. I know I said it. He said the word. Oh my God. I got paid to say the word. It's part of that character. It's like I tell my kids. You're going to hear the bad words. Don't use them. You guys, by age, my kids are young. It's not like it's on you to know when's the right time to use them because I can't shield you. I can't earmuff you everywhere. That sounds like a weird expression. All right. April is up next. What's going on, April? How you doing? We got a new character. The character you guys were all asking about, and finally we got this. Hey, this is a gift for my girlfriend. She's a huge fan of the show. Could you write your favorite line, please? So the girlfriend, I would assume, is then April, because why would I put your name on there? That would make sense. So here we go. So April, I hope you're watching here. Maybe it's a surprise gift. I don't know. But I'm more than happy to provide this for you. Did you guys see who it was? Can you tell from the corner a little bit that's showing there? Look alive, Master Joestar. There you are. I'll mince you right finally. Okay. There you go, April. And it doesn't say birthday, it just says gift. But for whatever the occasion is, happy gift day, whatever it happens to be. All right, next up, we've got, this is another one of those. It doesn't say who it's to. Doesn't say anything. I didn't sign this one ahead. Sometimes, like the last one I did, just because, who's to know? All right. I will have order. Boom. John Lee is definitely kicking some ass today. That is for sure. There you go, oh nameless one. I hope you enjoy that. Same print, but this time we have a name, Shelby, with a CH. I assume it's pronounced Shelby. It could be Shelby, but I'm assuming it's Shelby, just spelled in a kind of a cool, unique way. I dig it. No special instructions for me. Which is just as well, because I feel like a rebel and I'm going to do whatever I want to do. That's a fun voice. Not in an elevator, though. Sorry, that didn't want to come off. We good? All right. Keith's fighting with his pens. Sometimes they're so disagreeable. All right, I'm gonna trust you with this cap again. Don't go crazy. All right, Shelby, there you go. That is your personal print. All right, let's mark that as complete. And Kimberly, it looks like, is up next. This is looking right. All right, Kimberly, some words of encouragement would be neat, especially since it's coming from the VA of my favorite Genshin character. Yes, I win. What do I get? Do I get nothing? Okay. No, the satisfaction of knowing that it's your favorite character is more than enough for me, Kimberly. And you picked out a beautiful print. You've got the holo version of the 3 Archons by, I believe it's pronounced King. It's funny, I have 2 different Zhongli prints by 2 different artists who go under the same name. And I know that's confusing for people, but it is what it is. Nice shine, nice sparkle. So, I'm looking at you. Has random voice changes. Yeah. What else what are you guys talking about? Genshin definitely winning. Yeah, for sure. Oh, you guys are planning something? Think you'd go for it, I saw? Baby Barbie Goth, what are you planning over there? What are you planning? No, you can't. Kimberly, you're finished. Kimberly, you're finished. Have you guys been playing any good fighting games as of late? Anything? Anything new out? Anybody playing Street Fighter 6? I love it. Oh my God, I'm playing the crap out of that game. You'll never guess which character is my favorite. You'll never guess. It's not even worth guessing. You'll never get it. But if you get it, 7 points for you. But you got to be right. First guess. Honor system. All right, Carmen is up next. What's up, Carmen? Hey, I'd like a message from Zhongli. Oh, did I? Hold on a second. I didn't read this thing for Kimberly here. Sorry, because it was something different. It's not an actual quote, but it sounds like a quote. There is nothing you can't accomplish, friend. Okay? People want encouragement. You know, he's very nice, but it's not always encouraging what he's saying. It's just interesting or, good advice. Advice is different from encouragement. So Carmen, I'd like a message from Zhongli for a travel companion that has been by his side for a long time. Okay. I took that into account. I assume, Carmen, you've been playing for some time then. Wow, Genshin, super winning here. All right, so I altered a quote. I have no regrets in having you by my side. See? Maybe that'll be downloadable like a new... No, I just did it for this. I just did it for this, that's all. Sounds enough like something he'd say that I'm not worried about saying it. And we're going to change up the character a little bit, but not yet. Not yet. We're going to do some more Zhongli. I hope that's all right with everybody. It's okay with me. I love it. It's fantastic. Oh, here's a name right here, okay. Atitaya Kumwing? Oh my gosh, I have no idea how to say your name. Atitaya Kumwing. I'm sure that's totally wrong, but just know that was a genuine effort to pronounce your name right. It says, would it be possible to write, I will have order? That's funny, because I didn't write that. Some reason I didn't write the correct thing. All right, I got to fix this then for you. It's got to be fixed. I try to follow all the instructions, but I don't know what reason I wrote you a different quote. Let me make sure that's the right one. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it really wasn't possible. I couldn't do it, not at that time. But I've grown, I've changed. I'm basically a new man, and I think I can make it happen for you now. But let's do this right and buy the book. You're number 28. See? This is what if I didn't prep everything, they'd all be like this. I'd have to prep them all right now, get the number on there, write your name over and over. All right, here we go. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment here while I get this one right finally. Sorry about that. Yeah. I will have order. Seems simple. I wrote something longer. All right, here we go. All right. This is why I double check everything. All right. Atataya. There you go. As requested. Sorry about the mix up, but you know, if you're not here, you'll never know. And it doesn't matter because we've fixed it for you. It's all good. There you go. I feel like you guys should get what you want. Anything within reason. Right, Vanessa? Vanessa? Because you're up next. Let's see if I did Vanessa's right. Yeah, they shine like golden memory. Yeah. Good. I did that. I did Vanessa's right. Hey, if anybody out there is doing something particularly interesting, right? I mean, I assume most of you are, I don't know, doing some work or hanging out or something, and this is kind of on in the background. But if you're somewhere particularly interesting, I want to know. Let me know. If it's, I'm gonna kind of head on down. Oh, how does it feel? Here's a question. How does it feel to get back into the Street Fighter franchise as Dalsim? Loved your voice work as him in previous games. Well, that's an interesting thing because I am not the original voice for Dalsim. This is actually my first time jumping into the role. So I don't deserve credit for or blame for anything before. I'm sure it would be credit, but now you can blame me as far as Street Fighter 6 goes, and it feels incredible. I mean, it's such a huge franchise. I did work on Street Fighter 5. Played I think it's Goken, who's like Ken and Ryu's trainer, right? Instructor, sensei, what have you. I know. I don't know all the details, but he was never playable, so it was just in story mode. Thanks, Vanessa. You will continue to shine like gold in my memories. That was for you, Vanessa. Nicole's up next, if everything is right. Nicole says, please write osmanthus wine is the same as I remember. Cheers to you, my friend. Oh my God, August, baby Barbie Goth, you're turning 30 in August, and you're worried about that, about 30, because it's 30. It's the big 3-0. It's not. It's. I'll trade you. I will trade you right now. To be 31 Mogen. In case any of you are wondering my age. 31. So it wouldn't be a huge trade. But I'm just saying I would. Nicole, I don't know if you saw that. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Do you guys think I say that in my sleep? Yeah? I might. I don't know. My wife hasn't said anything about that yet, but I might. No, I would get like a swift elbow, I think, the third time I did it. So I don't. You guys hear it more than I've said it. That's for sure. I probably said it 3 times at maximum while we were recording it. Probably twice. Sage! It's good to see you, Sage. I'm glad you're here. No, I really am. Have a seat on the couch. Relax. Kick your shoes off. Get comfortable here. We're gonna assign something for you here. This is for my best friend's birthday. So Sage, you are the best friend, and it's your birthday. They love Zhongli, so if you could put your favorite quote or a little doodle of Zhongli, I would appreciate it. Well, you gave me a choice, so I chose the quote because this is more than a doodle, and when I have to draw a doodle next to it, it always makes me feel like I'm messing up something great. This is a dried glazed lily that came into bloom on the day of your birth, is the quote you got, since it's a birthday present. And now I'm even gonna sign it, so there's that. All right, cool. Here you go. That is for Sage with the shine. Woo! Damn, say, that looks good. I like that. Hell yeah. All right, next up is for Nadia. Huge fan since Torb and Dulcim too. Nice. Plus add this. Gold is the blood that runs through Leo's heart. You are the gold that runs through mine. Which I don't think is a quote, but you are more than welcome to come up with whatever you want. So this is to my dearest Nadia. But it's lacking a signature. All right. There you go. With your own personalized special quote and everything. Excellent. Nadia, thank you so much, my dearest Nadia. Oh man, okay, all right, we've got a different character here we have not had yet. No, don't do it, Keith. What am I supposed to not do? To make Zhongli curse? Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to curse as Zhongli. You guys can waste as much time typing that in as you want. That's not going to happen. Like I said, there's really only one character that curses. If you want to hear Zhongli curse, you have to wait for the AI to do it. I know. Which probably already exists. Okay, I'll wave at a couple of people because you asked. Sure, I'm waving. I could just go like this. It's way easier. Usually technology makes things quicker and easier, but to have to go, wave, scroll, wave is way harder than just going like this. Hey, this is for everyone who's waving right now. All right, Hawkmoth! Mondo! Okay, who's the character? Is it Hawkmoth? Is it Mondo? Is it someone else? I don't know. Guess right now. This is for 15 points. No. Dare I say it? This is for 30 points. By the way, I have had people show up at cons and give me a number of points that they have, and they've gotten discounts. I can't do anything here, but I've honored that before. Now, I don't promise to. I can be like, cool, nice, because that's the way the points work. You never know how it's going to work. And of course, once I have 40 people show up in line and tell me their points, I'm going to be like, cool, I'm glad you were there at the stream. but you never know. It could be anything. You just run into me somewhere and you're like, hey, I've got these points. And I'm going to be like, cool, I'm going to record a video for you. I don't know. You never know. Or I'll go, awesome, nice to meet you. I got to go. I got to catch this bus. I catch a lot of buses. Did you guess? Did you guess the character? What did I say? 50 points? 50 points? 40? 50? Let's make it 50. Tomoe. It's not Tomoe. Great guess, though. All right, if you got it right, you're going to know. It's Reaper from Call of Duty. I know, nobody guessed it, did you? I bet you nobody got it. But I love it. I love we're getting some love for Reaper. This is fantastic. I dig that. All right. This is for Victoria Tajeski. Hi, Victoria. How you doing? Awesome on you for picking somebody I don't get to sign as often, as popular a game as this is. So it's my pleasure to do this. This is one of those characters that is super heavily processed. I mean, I can hear me in there a bit, and maybe some of you who've heard enough different characters can, but it's a little bit harder to hear on this one. All right, here you go. Full Metal everything. There you go, Victoria. That is for you. Thank you. That's cool. And Victoria, for choosing that character, you get 20 points on top of whatever else you may have earned. Maybe you guessed it. Maybe you knew. Maybe you're keeping track. I don't know. My, how unusual. It looks like that poor man's arms have turned to flower petals. Well, we know who's next, don't we? Excellent. I'm beginning to get excited. All right, Hisoka, this is a hollow print, by the way. This one's badass if you guys, run into me at a con or something. I mean, look at this print. It's a great one. It's very popular. This is for Gonzo. I hope I'm saying that right. It could be Ganzo. I don't know. I know Gonzo. It's with an A, so I don't know if I'm just doing that because I'm a huge Muppet fan or whether it's Ganzo. Is that a name, Ganzo? I assume it's Gonzo. I'm going to go with that. But it's my favorite. That's my favorite Muppet. And nobody asked, but you were thinking it. Quote. Oh, is that what you went with for your quote? Okay, I'll get that. I'll even say it for you in just a second. How about that? Oh, I love this guy. What a great... I'm so glad I got to play him. It's weird to think that had I not, how that would have worked out. Don't look at me like that. You're making me all excited. There we go. All right, there you go. Next up, ooh, I'm gonna make you guys guess on this one too. 17 points, if you get it right. Guess quick, guess quick. Ireland is a simp, what's up? How you doing? The hot Muppet with the big boobs and the blonde hair. You talking about Janice? From Electric Mayhem? Is that what you're talking about? No, it can't be. I don't know which, because the description you gave, I'm not sure. For Shirley. That one? I don't know. Probably not. I'm just not sure who that is. All right, May, what's going on? You guys, did you get it? It's too late now because we revealed. We got going from B-Stars for May here. And May has their own quote that they've made up here. I'll read it to you in just a second. I'm sorry, I can't even look at him without starting to get into vocal character here. May, don't let me catch you anywhere near the black market. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to extreme measures to cure this problem of yours. All right, there you go. Thank you, May. Somebody was screaming for Hawkmoth. I got some Hawkmoth here. Look at that. Boom. But it's missing something. Missing his signature, and it deserves one. This is for Nicholas Roney. What's up, Nicholas? How you doing? You want your whole name on there. We wanted a quote on there. Nuru, Darkwing's rise. There wasn't room for the laugh, so I didn't write the laugh on there. I hope you understand. All right. It's a postcard size, so I gotta make it work. Wait a minute, what's going on? I can't wait for the movie. I can't wait for the movie either. It's gonna be incredible. Well, I shouldn't say that. I hope you like it. I know I'm going to like it, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Also, I won't spoil anything. I'm not gonna spoil anything for the movie, but I have heard people online talking about they've got to catch up with the series before they can see the movie. And I don't think you need to. I don't want to ruin anything. I'm just saying I don't think you need to. It's kind of its own separate story. So you could technically watch this first, even having never seen any Miraculous. So, it's a movie. It's supposed to be for everyone. So don't think like, I don't know what happens in season 4 or 5 or whatever, so I can't watch this. Check it out if you're interested. That is my advice. Ooh, let's see what else we're talking about. Can't wait, it's so soon. Do I enjoy voicing Gabriel? Very much so. Gabriel and Hawkmoth, same character, but whatever. I've enjoyed, I can't even tell you how much. Miraculous has been a huge part of my life, so going on 7 years now or something. And listen, I don't take anything for granted. And when you get a series like that is so beloved around the world, I mean, so many people love this series, or at least loved it at some point. I always meet people who are like, oh, I used to be super into it, you know what I mean? But that's great too. It's irrelevant. I don't need anyone to love the show, let alone always love it and never grow out of it. But my whole family enjoys it. I enjoy it. And it's just been a dream to work on Miraculous. So I've been thankful since day one. It is it's a weird show in the sense that I started before the show was airing. I was running into cosplayers of Ladybug. which is crazy. That's like unheard of. It wasn't airing anywhere, and there were already cosplayers who were following online as Zag was creating the show. That's how big the fandom is. They immediately gravitated towards the artwork and some basic story ideas, and you guys just ran with it. And then when it came out, it just blew up everywhere. So it's been a lot of fun. But how do you really feel, Keith? Next up is Zara. First off, cool name. 2 points for just having a cool name, Zara. Do whatever you want. Write any Hisoka quote you want. So do whatever I want. I feel like standing up and then sitting back down. So I'm going to do that. And then I wrote a quote. Now, those who've joined for multiple signings like this, you know that Hisoka is usually a contender for number one. Very frequently, it's a battle to the death between Hisoka and Zhongli. So far, we're not. I mean, this is what we've had. Three of these guys. What did you get? The old I'm beginning to get excited is what you got there. So enjoy that, Zara. That's what I was feeling at the moment, or he was feeling. And of course, not to be outdone, we've got Zhongli coming up right away. Shanice with a CH. I like that. This is a B-Day gift from the Modfia. Could you please add well wishes? Hey, this is a B-Day gift from the Modfia. Could you please add well wishes, plus your favorite Zhongli quote, and maybe a miraculous doodle / quote too? Thank you. Listen, when I hear it's from the Modfia, I know like I better do that to the T because I don't want to get in trouble. You know what I mean? I don't want to sleep with the fishes. So we did this, Shanice, but we didn't sign it yet. And I'm going to sign it. Just relax. It's okay. All right. So you got you will continue to shine like gold in my memories, and you also got a Nuru Dark Wings Rise with a little moth, little Akuma in there too. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's there. It's there. Happy to do it for you anytime. Anybody who's friends with the Modfia, right? Right? Anything at all you need. All right, Shanice, I hope you enjoy that. All right. Oh, this is fun. And then I got to go back. Well, we'll see because, I don't know, I got one that was missing. So if you're in the VIPs, I got one more here. And I didn't do you. I apologize. There was one in here that for some reason is not prepped and over here. And I know I did it. So I think somehow it ended up in the wrong stack. So we'll get to that. And if not, you may be last but not least. And you will get more love than you could ever imagine. More love than legally possible. No, not that much love. Sorry, I shouldn't. Gone. Forget I said that. I'm stupid. Didn't say that. Don't rewind. Don't watch that again. Okay, can you guess? This is for 34.5 points. If you get this right. If you get it right. All right, hold on. Let's see. People want me to go to People's Pay. Answer questions, please. Okay, I will. Small indie artist. Let's see what we got. Okay, here's one. Keith, are you secretly Ken in the new Barbie movie? Not anymore. Thank you for ruining the secret. Yes. Okay. We got this already. Apple juice or orange juice? Actually, this may be an unpopular answer. I don't know. Apple juice. Yeah, for sure. Apple juice. It's way more satisfying. Sorry. It just is. What inspired me to start voice acting? From Lava D'Angelo. It actually, I shouldn't say work fell in my lap because it didn't, but I had always known I was going to be in entertainment somewhere along the lines. I didn't know if I was going to be a writer or honestly, or a dancer or a rapper or who knows. I didn't know. I had no idea. I was one of those kids that was like, I don't know. I don't want to decide. So I did a little bit of a lot of stuff. But something came up where I was asked to audition to do some voice work for a project that my uncle was doing. And I auditioned. I booked a few characters and I got to read some poetry, some tribal poetry in different voices. And I kind of just fell in love with the act of doing it, with acting in that way. I had done acting stage stuff, but I had not, and a little on camera stuff too, but I hadn't even thought about voiceover. But immediately I was like, I really like this. And then my imagination went crazy with like, what if I was doing like, animation and commercials and like, oh my God, that would be incredible. So I wasn't so much inspired. I know a lot of people nowadays, like they hear somebody or see something, or people are very aware of that occupation now, of that career. And I wasn't really, I knew it happened, but it was not in the forefront of my mind like it was something achievable that I could consider doing. So once it kind of fell into my lap, and I used that loosely because it was a lot of work to get an agent or start getting real bookings and such. Keola Knight, you're the only one left. Only you can help me. Somebody had asked for Sami Mamone. These names sometimes. Sami Mamone! Sami Mamone! I wanted to hear a little Professor Tomoe, so that was my best, having not done him for years. That's where I believe he lived. Which Overwatch character would I rather voice instead of the Swedish dude? So that's rough because it assumes that there is someone else I'd rather voice, which is tough. Diva. What else we got? Also, what is the most fun voice you know how to do? It's not a question, but next. Yeah, sorry, not a question, but thanks for being one of my inspirations. There's lots of different things that are fun about voices. Hisoka's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing the characters from Glitter Force because they were just all three over the top in different directions. So those ones are really fun. Anyone that's super cartoony. I love doing this kind of. I did a similar voice to this for Barry from Amphibia. And that was a lot of fun. I've always just enjoyed doing that Edwin vibe of a voice because it's just quintessential, like cartoony. I just dig it. Hopefully that answered that a little bit. What's my advice for aspiring voice actors? First off, love what you do and work hard at it. Don't expect it to be given to you. It may be a lot of work. And if it's your real dream, if it's what you want to do, then stick with it. And don't limit yourself. A lot of people have very specific, like a lot of people go like, I want to do anime. And I'm like, that's great that you want to voice anime. I love voicing anime. I have a blast doing it. But don't limit yourself because you don't want to turn down commercial work and you don't want to turn down original animation. You don't want to, maybe you're a trailer person and you don't know it. Maybe, your promo spots, coming up tonight at 7, whatever. That kind of thing is your bag. So if you want to do voiceover, great. Just know there's audiobooks. There's a million different ways you could do narration. So open yourself up to everything. So at least you have a little more chance. Also, a lot of the other ones, as much as I love doing anime, it's a lower paying end of the spectrum. So you kind of got to love that. You don't want to only do anime unless, I don't think you do. Anyway, that's my advice. Take it or leave it. That's what you get. I'll think about a favorite childhood memory because I don't know that I can remember one right now. I don't think I have any plans to come to Arizona anytime soon, but I will get there. I will get there. I have not watched Madoka Magica. I have not. I can answer that easy. Okay, did you guess the character? Because I got super sidetracked. Sorry about that. It's for Kylie, so Kylie knows right now. Yeah. N from Dorohedoro. So that was whatever I said before, 17 and a half, 34 and a half. I don't know, whatever I said. If you didn't remember it, that's on you. If you don't remember what I said, you get no points for it. But you have to have gotten it right for it to matter. It's my birthday on July 9th. Any quote will do. Well, Kylie, happy birthday to you. That's tomorrow. Oh my God. It's crazy. If you haven't seen Dorohedoro, it's a great series. I really enjoyed it. Yes. Our enemy is a dangerous individual. It's dark comedy. It's very good, very funny, and just cool, and very different. It doesn't feel like anything else, which I really respect when I find a show that just doesn't feel like anything else. All right, I'm gonna step over here and just get. There's one more VIP I told you coming up, but we'll see if it turns up by itself. All right, because it may just do that. All right. I'm back. I told you. See, I didn't go far. All right. Let's see. And we'll see how this works out. If I'm missing something here, I have an extra surprise here. Let's mark this one as finished and good. Okay, we've got one last one. So Nessie, don't worry, I didn't forget you. This just sounds like I definitely did this one, Nessie. Let me see if it's here real quickly. Talk amongst yourselves. Nessie! Here you are. I'm so sorry you just ended up in the wrong stack. But you know what? That's just an analogy for life, isn't it? You know, sometimes you end up in the wrong stack, but your time will come. It's a future John Lee quote. Not said like that, but sometimes you end up in the wrong stack, but your time will come. All right, well, you guys know that one. Let's make that a thing, okay, people? We'll all know it started here, the birth of that expression. I know, it's pretty great. Nessie, just wish me luck for my new career after so long being jobless. So, Nessie, yeah, I do wish you the best of luck in your new career, you know. Good luck with all of that. Again, the analogy is now about you. That famous analogy, it's going to be huge in like 2 years. Everybody's going to be saying that. Sometimes you end up in the wrong stack. That's why you were jobless for so long. But your time will come. Isn't that life imitating art? Or is that art imitating? It's not important. What's important is that I signed this print. All right. And I invented a quote for you. I wish I wrote what I just came up with. But you'll know. You'll know. I hope today too shall bring you luck. Okay? Yeah. All right, let's put this. I'm gonna put this up here and I'll put it in the right spot in order. Nessie, sorry about that. Much love to you. Everybody, shout out to Nessie. That's Nessy. Throw some hearts up there real quickly. They're all for Nessie right now because your time has now finally come. Late, but now the sky's the limit, right? Thank you, Nessie. Best of luck. All right, let's go to what they call normal orders here. Implying the others are somehow abnormal or not normal. Say something mean to Adrian as Hawkmoth. Why would I do that? Adrian, aren't you supposed to be practicing piano right now? What if I just said, what if I want to go, Adrian, how about some pancakes? Pancakes? Anyone? Those guys who watch the show. He's not mean, he's a great dad. I don't know what people are talking about. He gets up early, he makes pancakes, he works hard, designing, fashion. That's not easy. You know how long you got to train? Plus, you have to have natural talent to be able to do that. Gabriel is, dare I say it, a great father. You have no idea how hard he worked and how much he gives up for his family. You have no idea. By the way, nobody spoiled the new Miraculous that aired this morning. I'm going to watch it later. I don't know what's happening, so seriously don't. Okay. Here we go, normal people. If you're a normal person, you get 3 points right now, just for being a normal person. The first one up is one of those secret ones. So I gave you I will have order and what have you, but I pre-signed that one. I know. Will you know it's even yours? How will you know? But there you go. That is for you. You're number 2, if that matters. All right, then. Let's see what else we've got here. Next up, we've got Jaylin. Jaylin, what's going on? Hi, Jaylin. Jaylin says, thank you for bringing me so much comfort through your voice, Mr. Silverstein. Thank you. I never would have ever expected to hear something like that getting in this career. Could you please write to the number 1 John Lee, Maine? Jaylin. Jaylin? I want to say Jaylin, but it's Jaylin. Excuse me. You got it. You are the number 1 fan. So for anybody else in the future who tries to say that they are the number 1 John Lee, Maine, you're not. Jaylin is. It's in writing right here. All right. What else is coming up? What am I excited about? What's going on? I'm going to Tennessee next week. I'm going to a KaiCon. So if you're in Tennessee, go. say hi. Please come by and say hi. Jaylene, here you go. Right? Number 1, Zhongli Main. It's been settled. It's official. Thank you very much, Jaylene. Next up, we got Ricky Santon, who knows what this next print is. But for the rest of you, here's an opportunity for 25.5 points. Wait, what? LaFleur Art has a massive Zhongli tattoo. So they're... Ooh, did I know this? Did I know that Phoenix is Phoenix here? I don't know. I haven't seen you yet if you are here. I mean, totally forgiven if you're not. I mean, you must be so busy creating incredible art. Oh, there you are. Hey, what's going on? I'll fight for the honor. I can't believe I haven't seen you yet. There's, it's hard to keep up with this thing. I need to get somebody who just stands on the side and reads out to me. So-and-so says this. And a huge point if I can get somebody to do it like that, old-timey news. That would be the best. I love that. Zhongli's ex says this. Did you know that? Guess what else? Jovan and Jukic 211 says Vector. Everyone write like this. Be fantastic. Okay, 35.5 points. Is that what I said? Did you get it? Did you get the character? I'll give you a hint. But if you got it already, you get the full points. This is for 10 points with the hint, okay? This is a very lazy yet powerful character. Does that help anybody? Anybody got it? You'll 100% fly out for that job? Well, I need to hear your old-timey voice first. Germany is on the attack. Yeah. It's not Speedwagon. No. Is Speedwagon lazy? I don't know if Speedwagon... Yes! Blue Dragon! Blue Dragon. Oh my God, Blue Dragon was a show I worked on forever ago, right? Blue Dragon's a show, right? Coyote Stark. Coyote Stark from Bleach, yes. For Ricky. This is the one of my newer prints here by Ridley, so you can get a good look at it. Beautiful print. Really happy with this, and has been very popular on the con circuit. This character has deserved something like some others. I know there's some that don't have them yet, and I'm sorry. I'm working as quickly as I can to get the right artist for the right print, etc., so on and so forth. We'll get there. I'm always debating whether it's 2 R's or 1 R. You got 2 R's. People argue with me. It's supposed to be 2 R's. But it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, because then we'd have to say Stark. Nobody ever says that in the series. But whatever. Los Lobos. Kickabout. Los Lobos. So there you go, Ricky. Oh, I dig it. Very nice. Really happy with that print. Hope you guys are doing good. How are you guys? Oh my God, I never stopped to see if you're staying hydrated. Are you guys okay? Is everybody staying hydrated? You're good? Oh, I didn't get what the hell you guys are doing. Sorry, I'm looking again now at the top here. So if you guys have something interesting that's going on, right now, where you're at, Blue Dragon Stark is one of my favorite Bleach characters. No, I don't have a Tensei Zangetsu print. I don't. And to be honest, it's not high on my list just because there are other characters that I'm like, people ask about a lot more often that don't have a full print. Like Hunk from Resident Evil doesn't have a full print. Finally, yeah, I do have a Vector now finally. There's some other characters that I'm like, they deserve a print. So we're working on it. Ricky, thank you so much. Anya's up next. I like this quote you have here. I don't think it's an official quote, but it is now. It is now, damn it. Hope you guys are practicing your old-timey voices. Are you practicing? Say something old-timey. Anything. We don't hear you. It doesn't matter. Say it. Okay, if you actually said it, 60 points. If you didn't, don't try to say it now. Don't you dare. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't count. Sorry, that doesn't count for anything. If you're still doing an old-timey voice right now, you're losing points. You lose 5 points for every second you keep doing. You in the back? Yeah, with the hat on, the red shirt. Stop. You've lost 40 points. Everyone else, you're cool. Just want to move on. I don't want that old-timey voice ringing in my ears like that. All right, what are we doing? This is for Anya. Great name, Anya. By the way, if I don't say great name because whatever, it doesn't strike me that moment, don't get jealous. Don't be all jellied and stuff. It's good. This is for Anya. I happen to say, whatever, that the name was cool. May Rex Lapis bless you with Mora. Mora what? Sorry, the dad in me couldn't resist it. Sorry. Wish I could. I'll cut that part out later. You'll see. Okay, is anybody doing anything fun? No, I don't remember what Mr. Bad from Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory sounded like. I have no idea. I do remember that I voiced that character, so you're definitely dead on. I just haven't since way back. I'm at work. I can't. Somebody's at work going, I can't do the old-timey voice. I can't do it. I would. I swear to you, I would. Okay, if you genuinely wanted to do it and you were somewhere where you just couldn't do it without getting fired or making a total fool of yourself, then you get 10 points. That seems reasonable. That's fair. Now, if you were in a place like that where you shouldn't, but you still did, then you get an extra 17 points. Because you did it. You went for it. And pack up your things. They told you to pack up your things. If you actually got fired, I'll give you 20 more points. If you actually got fired, okay? Well, we dug deep into that there. Hey, we got a bunch of people joining. Thanks for joining. You couldn't make it to Riverside, says Chaotic Jack. What's up, Chaotic Jack? Oh, you met me at Anime Impulse. Okay, well, good. Golden. It was wonderful meeting you. That was great. You didn't tell me your name was Chaotic Jack when I met you. All right, next up. Oh, it's made up. This is to, I don't know, insert name here because it's made out to no one, no special instructions. Little I will have order. Zhongli seriously winning right now in this imaginary competition we have. Look, we've had... I'm wondering who we usually get a lot of that we haven't gotten any of yet. Who are we missing? We didn't get any, we got no Vector yet. Vector usually gets a couple. I don't know. We got Goheen. Oh! You know who we did? Oh, I wish I didn't think of it. He gets so upset. Come get your armor. Yeah. Torbjorn, he really takes it really personally. Because he, when Overwatch came out, he like blew up. You know what I mean? Like Overwatch was crazy. It's still very popular. Overwatch 2 is killing it. It's a fantastic game, but that's just Torb. He really enjoys the love, and so when he doesn't get the love, he notices. All right, next up is Ray. I'm so happy to finally get a print of my favorite VA of my favorite character. Can you please write the full? I did. Gold in my memories quote. You are the best. Ray, I can't be the best because, as everyone knows, you, Ray, are the best. Around. Okay. All right, Ray. Well, I hope this was the whole quote. I know that it technically goes longer, but I gave you from... Should the day ever come that we are not together, you will continue to shine like gold in my memories. I know you could count the I have no regrets in meeting you, or as such, right? There's that part too. But I usually use that as a separate quote. Anyway, Ray, you're still the best. Let's not quibble over this, okay? Look, I don't want to fight. Can we not fight, please? This is public. We'll talk about it later. Ooh! So excited because the movie's coming out. Next one up is Hawkmoth. But Hawkmoth, this was the first voice. By the way, when I first auditioned for Hawkmoth, I thought as Gabriel, he should sound like this. That's where I thought he would start. And he'd say, Nuru, Darkwing's rise. And then, my little Akuma. He'd, you know what I mean, break out of that nasally shell that they didn't like it either. Anyway, this isn't for anyone in particular, but whoever gets it, ooh, shimmery, shiny splendor. Welcome, my friends. What do we have here? We've got some more Zhongli as I burst into voice for no particular reason. And this is made out to no one in particular as well. I gave you an I will have order because you deserve it. And there you are. Look at that. Well, that was an easy one. Booyah! All right, Angel. Hold on, I'm looking up here. We're going to Angel. I'm extending Angel's time by doing this. How do we feel about Gabnath, Gabriel, and Natalie? How are we feeling about that? kind of a sore subject for me. It is, just so you know, because I was team Gabnath a bit. I mean, just from watching as a viewer, not as the character, but as someone watching, I was very interested in that. And if you've been watching, if not, cover your ears for a second. It's not a real spoiler, but it looked like it was going a certain direction. Let's put it that way. And then it like abruptly, let's just say stopped. It abruptly stopped. And that was a little bit disappointing because I was like, I'm pretty sure there was something happening to some degree. And then it just went the other way like so dramatically that I was a little, still love the show, but I was a little like, what did we miss? Like, is there a missing episode? Something happened, right, that I didn't see? Anyway, Angel, what's up? You were going to help John Lee just demolish everyone else. What is the deal? Like, Archon's just, nobody does it like an Archon, right? That's great. I need a bumper sticker. All right. Angel says, just John Lee asking me out to tea, please. You want to have some tea with John Lee? Who wants to have tea with John Lee? Raise your hand. Sure, raise your hands. Sure. Don't write it in there. Just raise your hands. Okay. It's a pretty high percentage of you, actually. If you actually raise your hand, you get 10 points. And if you didn't, you lose 3. Just I thought about it, and I feel like I've telegraphed enough. You should have known that was coming, right? Flay Art, I hope you're feeling pretty proud. Give LaFlay Art some love if they're still here, because I mean, come on. I mean, how many of these prints are your amazing artwork? I mean, how many? It's incredible. I have to show you the. Do I have? Is my new one over there? I have to show you the new one. Nobody's picked it up yet. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see the Orochi artwork from One Piece, which I know, like, the series has been difficult to watch so far. Not that it's hard to watch, it's hard to get a hold of in English right now. I think it's on, I believe it's on Crunchyroll, like, starting this weekend, I think. So hopefully more people will get around and be able to actually have access to seeing it. Brittany Alfaro, hi, Brittany, how you doing? And the quote, yes, got it, okay. All right, Brittany, you picked a beautiful print. Let's finalize this for you. Make it official. Oh my God, are we official now, Brittany? Are we official? Here, let me show you this, first off. As such, I have no regrets in meeting you, friend. Should the day ever come that we are not together. Blah, 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 blah. You guys know the rest. You know, I did not, Brittany, I did not write blah, 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 okay? I would never do that unless you asked for it. Okay, I did, but I'll fix it later. Don't worry, I'll fix it. It'll be fine. You'll never know. It'll look like, I'll fix it. Whatever. Did you guys know it was 7 Day yesterday? I just found out it was 7 Day because it was 7, the date was 7/7/2023, and if you add 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3, 777. So it was a good day to gamble. I actually made a rather large investment. I quadrupled my money. I will be buying a house somewhere, everywhere. I'm gonna buy. That's how crazy it was. Lottery. I won the lottery. It's a good day. None of that happened, but it was 7 Day. All right. Next up is made out to no one in particular. A quote, if possible. I hope today too shall be prosperous, like it was on 7/7, adding up to 7. So there you go. Oh, just kidding, I didn't sign it. Sometimes when there's no name, I sign it. Sometimes I don't. Just as long as I don't. I'll recheck everything, so I'll make sure nothing goes out to Streamily unsigned. All right, here we go. With the all-important signature on there. Or semi-important, but I think it's supposed to be on there. Ooh! Okay, time for points. Let's do, this is new. Let's do 60 points if you get it. Man, I'm really being crazy with the points. I'm probably going to take some points away later just because I've been so generous with points. So 60 points coming up. Let's see, I'm seeing what else is happening here. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Anybody want to guess? It's not Torb. I know it should be though. No, I mean it's cool what it is. I just mean I feel bad. I feel bad for Torb. Poor guy. He works so hard. He does. He loves, hard work pays off. And it's not Speedwagon. It's not Speedwagon coming out. It's somebody we haven't done today. This is actually a new print. It's not Johan. Good. Oh, you're just saying stuff, Johan, but sure. I know. It's not Glitter Force. Great guess, Simon Belmont. It's not Simon. It's not. That's a good guess too, though, because it's here. It's small. If I do this, so you can see the size of it. So this character only exists this way as of now, but only exists as of recently. Saber from Fire Emblem. Oh my God, what? This is new. I don't even think, I think I've only taken this to one con, and I don't believe it's sold yet. So technically, Noel Vela Larios. Ooh, that's fun to say. Noel Vela, can I overdo the accent I'm doing? Noel Vela Larios. I don't know, it's fun to say. I dig it. I think, I'm not sure, so I'm not going to put a number 1 on it, but I think this is maybe the first one of these. Saber from Fire Emblem Echoes, to be specific. There you go. Nice. This is one of the characters people had been asking for, so I finally was like, okay, you're right. I'll do it. So Noel, there you go. Enjoy that. Next up, I'm giving. Oh, did anybody get it? I hope so. Hope you got it. There we got some Street Fighter love happening there. I like it. Yoga Fire. How about that? I've been playing that. I really have been playing that game a lot. I'm trying to get particularly good at Dulcin, but it's tough. But it's a great game. Okay, this is for Simone. Hey, Simone, how you doing? Hi, Keith. Could you write your favorite Zhong Li line and something inspirational he would say? So you got double. That's kind of what you asked for. So I doubled up for you. Because why not? You said please. All right. So you got the classic I Will Have Order, which I really like on this Hellion White print. And then you can do anything you set your heart to, which is an inspirational, made up quote. It's a Keith Silverstein original, shall we say that? It's a Keith Silverstein original. And Simone, I hope you enjoy that, because you deserve it. You deserve even more, but that's all I can do for you at this moment. Now, next up, I'm going to give you another opportunity to earn points. Now, this one is worth 23 points. If you can guess what this character is, you can type it in so everyone knows you were right or wrong, or you can just think it or yell it out loud. It doesn't matter. 20, whatever I said, 23. Which, Muppet would I'm not even, that's a term I'm not even sure. I don't think I'd hook up with any Muppets to be real with you, because I know there's something for everybody, and people are into all kinds of crazy stuff, and I'm all for it. I love the Muppets, but I don't love the Muppets. All right, if you didn't get it, it's fine. Look what, it's Saber back again. Boom, pow. Here we go now, girlie on my tip, rolling the strip, busting out. All right, enough of the ninth. That was in 9th grade. Ancient rap. That's a piece of original rap there from the 90s. All right, this is for Anna. Or Anna. It's Anna, and I never know if it's Anna or Anna. So either way, I got you covered. There has been no Kimimaro yet, and that's kind of my longest running, popular character. That was the first character I voiced that I was this exists. It has toys, or it did. It ended up with toys and cards and lots of merch. I was very excited about that. All right, that looks particularly good. I like that. I will tell you guys, I will do whatever you want on these little ones. You want little quotes and stuff. I don't know if you can see, but I really like just making one big signature across those. You may get them however you want them, but the way Anna/Anna did it, I think that looks best. All right, I know you Hisoka fans have been like, what is going on? Why is he not representing today too much? And he's still not. No, he is. I like playing with your emotions. Sorry, I can't help it. A little Zevel Island. I need to hydrate. I'm doing a lot of talking. I should stay hydrated. It's easy to remember in the booth, and it's hard to remember here. This is for Jennifer and Anthony. What's going on, Jennifer and Anthony? How you doing? You knew everything you wanted. You were like very precise. Boom, this is who it's to. This is what we want on there. And you got that. All the above. Except you don't have a signature. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? A true magician never runs out of tricks. There you are. Nice. Miss you, buddy. Miss you. That's a real thing, by the way. I don't know how other actors feel about it. I'm sure they do. I definitely miss characters when they're gone. And gone meaning no longer providing a voice for that character. Whatever that could be. Whether I get replaced, whether the character dies, whether the series just stops, finishes, completes itself, whatever. I do miss them. It happens. But that's good. I like that. Michaela is up next. Hey, Michaela. You jumped on the bandwagon and you went with Zhang Li. You went with the Genshin crowd, and I love you for it. Absolutely. Why not? No special instructions. So I gave you some a nice little gem of wisdom. Thank you for playing the game. All right. Michaela, every journey has its final day. Don't rush. We're still talking about Muppets over here. That's great. Look at this. Why are we talking about Muppets? It doesn't matter, does it? Let's go. Should we do a couple questions real quick? Is that cool? Wait a minute. Joshua Bruno, today's my birthday. I was going to buy something, but I'm coming to Arizona. Oh, I guess I am coming to Arizona soon. Somebody asked me, and I was like, I don't think so. I have Tennessee next week, and then I'm doing Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at TechoCon, and then Otakuthon in Montreal. So those are the next 3 I have. Now, I do have a lot. I had a little break, and I mean, really, it's like, I think the month after this month, I think in August, I have like 4 that I'm doing, and there's some in November. So I'll be getting around as much as I possibly can. Still got to get to the UK. It's killing me. I gotta get overseas. I don't know why. Sorry, it's taking so long. It's so bad. This is a juicy question. Do you prefer? Wait, I got curious. Ooh, do I prefer series Gabriel or movie Gabriel? Ooh. I prefer, I gotta say it's a little bit not unfair, okay? Because I work on series Gabriel all the time. And there's a certain vibe to that. Movie Gabriel, I mean, there was multiple sessions, but so far has happened once, right? So maybe part of it being new and different, I have to lean towards movie Gabriel. And I'll tell you, first off, I mean, the payoff is incredible because the animation is insanely good, which you can't achieve that feasibly with a series because it's just too expensive. So you can't do that kind of animation on the series. And it's original animation, meaning we read the script into a microphone. We didn't watch a screen and have to match lip flaps. I didn't have to do the thing where I have to make it match as best as I can and run out of breath because I'm like, why is he saying so much without taking any breaths at all? So I got to do it at a natural pace, or what I felt was a natural pace, what Jeremy, our director, felt was a good pace. So I'm almost always going to lean towards anything that I was able to do as original animation, meaning it's animated to my voice as opposed to it's animated and then I'm throwing my voice on top of it. So movie Gabriel nicer. You'll have to see. Perhaps I'm nicer, but boy, it's irrelevant. I'm always nice. Natalie, why do people think I'm mean? All right, what are we doing? We finished Michaela. I was going to do a question, but then there was a question, so we did that. We'll get to more questions in a second. This one is for Maddie/Luna. It says, to the love of... Oh, this is what I'm writing. Yes, sorry. Okay, I'll get to that. Well, that's fine. I'm not going to read it in his voice anyway, but it's, to the love of my life, every time I look into your eyes, I see nothing but beauty. I hope you'll be by my side forever and for always. Love, John Lee. That's nice of John Lee. I love that. So you got all that. It's all there. But you're missing... I had to go black because I needed to make all that fit on here. It's a small print. All right, here you go. Maddie/Luna. There you go. A very personalized, like a love letter, basically, from John Lee. Wow. What's going on here, folks? I know we got some competition for number one. Well, that was number one main versus number one fan, so that's a different thing. And then I don't know if Maddie/Luna has a tattoo or not. Just saying. Just starting stuff between you guys. All right, hold on. Let's wave at whoever's here. No. Wave. And to everybody else. Yay. Let's see. We're talking about Taylor Swift. Why wouldn't we talk about Taylor Swift? Come on, I mean, y'all know you're Swifties. Don't even front. Don't lie. Man, there's a lot more questions here. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna go to the bottom because I always start at the top and then I miss all these ones. I answered that already. No, I got caked up. Thank you. I mean, I know what that is now. Thank you, Phoenix. Appreciate that. But my comment on your artwork still remains. I'm sorry, what? Because it's more like what's going on in this picture, and less about what the caked up part is. That's fine. Let's see. Ooh, I wish I knew. I can't think of that. I don't even know if I have I can remember. Usually I don't remember bloopers, but there are so many of them. I'm trying to think. If one pops up, people always want to know, but it's so hard to remember. I remember stuff that sometimes stays in the show. Depending on what I'm working on and who is directing and stuff, I may be really goofy and give a lot of alternate goofy ass takes. And I may not. I may be like, look, we need to get this done. And I don't need to get, I haven't worked with this director a lot. I'm not sure if we're going to finish in time, so let's not mess around. What's my favorite show right now? I really enjoy, it's terrible, but The Boys is insane. I enjoy that, and I just finished up the most current season. I don't know if it's my favorite show, but because I go through, I'm watching the is it called Secret Invasion, the Marvel one. I don't know if it's my favorite, but I'm watching that right now because you got to know. It's not a show, but I just saw the new Spider-Man movie. Oh my God, that was insane. I know it's not a show, but it was so good. I can't believe how good that movie was. It was crazy. Hypothetically, if Monarch and Hawkmoth were to battle, who would win? This is so important to me. It is. You put it multiple times. Dearest Mayura. It's very important to you. I see. Monarch versus Hawkmoth. Monarch would win. Right? Is that an unpopular answer? Because Monarch has all the rings and stuff. Like, I mean, it seems like to me, it seems like an obvious answer. Maybe I'm missing something. But I mean, that's what I would factor in. I would say, no, Monarch clearly has more power than Hawkmoth did. I mean, it's the same person. It's like, P. Diddy, Sean Puffy. It's the same thing. But if we're doing that version of Gabriel's villainous side, Monarch would be more powerful. There you go. I've said it. And now internet discuss and hate on me all you want. But Hawkmoth has more sanity. Okay, that's the argument. Is that Hawkmoth was a little more controlled and sane, and who would win in a fight? I don't know. I'm going to stick with what I said because I think that makes the most sense. But I like your argument, and I'm thinking of other arguments too, but I don't want to spoil stuff, so I'm thinking of other arguments too. So, okay, it's not a silly question or anything. All right, next one is for Kayla, Zakuro, and Sherry Ellie. So I'm not sure. I think that's two people that have multiple names. I don't even know what this means, but I wrote to my, you'll let me know if this is something inappropriate. I'm sure it's not. To my dendro baby, I don't know what that is. My loving daughter, and to my daughter-in-law, may you always find warmth and comfort in my arms. Love you both dearly. Love, Zhongli. Somebody let me know what that is. LaFlay Art, let me know. You're big on letting me know. You need to know what caked up is. You need to know. Yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. I'm not going to look it up right now, so. All right. Here we go. Oh, nice, wonderful, sparkly print by King. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but we'll find out. Okay, next one up. This is going to turn everything around. It has been leaning real heavily Zhongli this whole time, which nobody's mad about. It is all good. But now it's going to keep going. It's just going to keep going. It's just going to keep going. So nothing's changing. But it will, because the only constant in the universe is change, right? So it's only a matter of time. Like I'm pretending I'm saying something deep. It's only a matter of time. Are you listening to this? Everything will happen eventually. Look, you may be in the wrong stack, but eventually it'll be your turn. Oh, what an idiot I am. But I enjoy it. I'm having fun. It's all good. Thanks for letting me hang out and geek out with you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining. All right. It's very quiet and boring. I don't do all this banter with. I'm just by myself. I do some of it, to be honest, but not nearly as much. Okay, this is for, whoa, hold on one second here. Oh, okay, that's right. It didn't say anything for make it out to, and I got confused. But then in the special instructions, they wanted to Nora. So how you doing, Nora? I will have order with a doodle of a butterfly. Yes. I don't know if the butterfly is, I don't think that's a Zhongli thing, but I don't know, which one of my characters might that apply to? Nothing standing out. All right, Nora. I will have order, and there's a little butterfly.
A little butterfly? And there's a little butterfly in there too, so that's cool. Gerbert here. Hey everybody. Sure, I'm gonna talk like this for a minute.
That's it, I'm done. Don't worry, don't leave. I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. All right. Well, I had so much fun doing Zhongli that we're going to do another Zhongli. This is for Kit. What's up, Kit? How you doing? Big fan of yours. Loved you in Knight Rider. You were the reason I watched Knight Rider, just so you know that. Everybody's going, what's Knight Rider? Look it up. It's like I have to look stuff up sometimes. You got to. This is a rare request, this line. It's a line actually people usually don't remember that Zhongli says, and I'll bless you with it in just a second. Or curse you with it. I mean, it's really a matter of opinion like everything is, right? We have no pops today. All right. All right, and then the lesser known, Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? I think you have to reach a certain level with him to even hear that, if my understanding is correct. And I think it's in like a cutscene that only happens once. So you definitely do not hear it more than once. So I think a lot of people don't know that line. I'm pretty sure. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. Can I sign your Funko Pop at San Diego Comic-Con? Yes! Yes, I would be glad to. I'm not going to be there. And this is the length of my arm, just to get an idea. I'm trying to make them, look, they're long, right? Look at that. They're crazy. Somebody snap that shot right there. It's wacky. And then throw a fireball in my hand later. But they don't reach San Diego. They don't. So I can't. I would. I'd love to. But I know I haven't gone to Comic-Con for a little bit. So you know where I won't be. But you could have deduced that just by checking my schedule on my website and seeing what cons I have coming up. And you'd be like, you can't be in two places at the same time. All right, let's see what you guys are talking about. You got the screenshot? Good. Good. All right. Thank you, baby Barbie Goth. Appreciate you. Floaty Face joined. We have been waiting for you this whole time, Floaty Face. The whole entire time. All right. I'm caught up. If you guys have a question, because that's it. We finished. We finished. The signing is finished. And I'm double checking here. I'm gonna reset this here just to see if one came in like last second or something. No. All orders completed. So if you've got a question, here's your chance. But it's got to be interesting. Come to Portugal. That's not a question, but Portugal. Sure. Can I leave now? I'll hop on a flight and we'll do it. I would love to, by the way. Don't get me wrong. What do you mean? How have we finished? Well, I mean, there's more questions. I'll read them. I thought you'd rewrite them. It'd be easier. But okay, fine. I'll go. Don't write any questions now because I didn't say I'm going yet. I just said we finished the Prince. You know, that's the plus for, prepping everything early. It doesn't take as long. I think that's good, though. Ooh, will I ever come to a convention in the Netherlands? I would love to. Just because I would love to go there. And I'm always down to go anywhere new, but I'm also an avid vinyl collector, record collector, and I would hit up I would hit up all of your record stores. That would be part of it. So you'd have to guide me. I'd have to contact you if I go, and that's what I need. I need somebody wherever I go. If I go anywhere in Europe or anything, I need anywhere in the world, anywhere. If I'm traveling over an ocean, if I'm going to another country, I need somebody to take me to record stores who knows their stuff, all right? Let's see. I'm looking for questions. Oh, and we've got lots of these hypothetical monarch battle questions. Okay, all right. Still. Okay, hold on. I think I don't know very much about zodiac signs, but one of the first series I ever worked on was called Z-Force, and it was based on the zodiac signs. And I think the Taurus character, if I remember correctly, or the bull character. I believe so. It didn't come out, so don't search for it. You're not going to find anything. But we did I think we did 10 episodes or something. What else we got? No, hyperdimensional, can't do that. Oh, what you're asking? Which character? Well, you guys tell me which characters need to have Predators. Let's go. Need to have Prince because that's what I'm all. Oh, I said I was going to show you the new Orochi Prince. Hold on, I'm still here, but enjoy my empty chair for a moment. I didn't have them out because I didn't sell any of this particular thing, but I'm really proud of this. I think it looks great. I'm proud for Phoenix. I'm proud for LaFleur art because I think this looks fantastic. It's in the sleeve, so I'll tilt it a little bit. There's Orochi in all his splendor. He's fun. Oh my God, this guy is a terrible, narcissistic pig of a man. I'm having a blast. I had a blast working on this guy. He's fantastic. So that's a new print that's going to be available. That is available now. So if I'm going to a con near you and you get a chance to get around to some of this One Piece, that's available. We got the Bleach one is new. Should I tease you guys with do you guys want to know who's coming really soon? Do you want to know? I don't know. You don't want to know. Should I even do that, or should I just? Because then I do the thing online where I do little pictures, and you got to guess who it is. If I just tell you, yeah. Well, I have two. I have one print coming to me in the mail, like when I get it in the next few days. Hopefully, I'll have it actually for Tennessee for a character. Let's just say. And then the other one, I have a sample because I need to check the brightness on this. So I have a sample of another print from an artist I hadn't, well, both these are artists that I haven't worked with before. And once I get that sample, if that sample's good, I won't have it for the next con, but I should have it for the con after. But I just didn't want to order it until I'm absolutely sure that it's going to look right on paper, because it's a very cool, dynamic print in terms of the color in it. Phoenix, you know what I'm talking about, because even for this print, we had sorry, I'm trying to get the angle so you can see it. We had a slightly darker version of this, but what happens is when you put it on paper, it sometimes is too dark and you can't see, it just looks dark and not defined, and it is defined. It's a beautiful piece of art, so you've got to see it right, and it may look great on a computer screen, but you need something else, On the paper, it's different. He is so odd. He is so very odd. The character is super odd. I don't know why people think he would be normal. He's not. He's an odd, very strange, mean, narcissistic, pig, male chauvinist pig, all kinds of, yeah. But he's so much fun. He's so much fun to play. What else we got? Phoenix is the most talented baby. Did you hear that, Phoenix? You're the most talented baby. I think that's a compliment, but I guess it really depends how I read it. Oh, you're the most talented baby. You guys, what else is happening? Let me see. Is there something else I need to announce or let you guys know? What else is out? We talked about the Miraculous movie. We talked a little bit about Street Fighter 6. If you haven't played Street Fighter 6 and you like fight, it's so good. I've also heard it is the most accessible, if that makes sense, of the Street Fighter series. Like, people are saying, if you've never played it and you're not like a master at this is a great one to pick up and start with. You're not going to be completely and totally lost. There's all kinds of settings for the controls. You can choose modern setting, and it's not that difficult. I mean, to master, yes, but to play, no. My 8-year-old and my 12-year-old both love it, and they play it. They get a little frustrated playing me because I started to get good. Good within reason. And I'm not one of those dads that's like, fine, I'll let you win. I mean, maybe once or twice. But that's about it. It's very newbie friendly. That's a good way to put it. Absolutely. So, oh my God. Talent won't change. Oh, Phoenix. Talent won't change this filled diaper, chop chop. Oh, you're the best. You're the best. We'll have to find something. Do you think, should I work with LaFleur Art again at some point, people? It's up to you. It's up to you. Sorry, Phoenix. I'm going to put it in their hands right now. I mean, I don't have something right now. I'm just saying. I'm sure it will. I'm sure we will. Phoenix, I love working with you. Absolutely. As you see, I mean, people love your artwork, and rightfully so. What else is so Street Fighter? There's a new show on Netflix that I'm in called Wake Up Carlo that just started airing. I think 2 days ago or so. It's a really goofy animated series. It's very fun and weird and wild, and almost everything that happens is unexpected. So that's a cool show that is out now. Yes, work with LaFleur Art again. Okay, it's settled. I will do it. Come get your armor. Build them up, pray come down. Hello. Poor Torbs. I know, no love for Torbjorn. That's okay. Like I said, I'm going to be in Tennessee, and I promise you, Tennessee, Torbjorn will definitely get some love. Let's see. Have I heard about, wait, stop moving. The new special of Miraculous Paris. Why does it keep moving up? Tales of Shadowbug and Claw Noir. No, I don't know what that is. Or do I? I don't know. Publicly, I don't know what you're talking about. So you'll have to let me know about it. Okay? Let's see what else is happening. You must be an exceptional father. Your children are very fortunate to have you. You're basing that off of what? I mean, I'll tell you what. In all honesty, I'm a better father than Gabriel. You want more than that? I mean, that's all you need. Masayoshi Shido. Damn brat, I'll sue. Any other requests before I disappear and give you guys the rest of your Saturday? I hope you're doing some fun stuff, and I hope you have some cool stuff lined up as well for the night. I'll tell you. Oh, you want to know what I'm gonna do? Well, tonight I'm gonna get some Korean barbecue at my favorite place, and I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna eat and drink, and I'm probably gonna be merry. So there's that. So if you're wondering what I'm gonna do. Oh, shut up. I can't believe you just said that way. Who is this? Okay, David Mazengi. If you're trying to impress me with like the obscure shows and games that I've worked on that you know, you've done it. I mean, you had a couple of comments in here that I was like, okay, somebody's done some research. I don't know if you're just researching or you want me to say Dragonburn launch as Dom Pyro. Well, let me tell you something about Dom Pyro. For the rest of you don't know what this is, but I worked on a series called Monsuno for a year. I think for like, I don't know, it was a bunch of seasons. I think we worked for like 4 or 5 years. Maybe that's too much. We worked for 3 years at least on this series. It was really fun. Dom Pyro, that's a funny character because I don't remember what he sounded like. I don't, so I can't do Dragonburn as him. I feel like Dom Pyro was probably somewhere in this, I don't know, Dragonburn, launch! Something like that, I don't remember. But there was something interesting about him, if he's the character I think he is. I think when you first meet this character, he was pretending to be cowardly, and so his voice was very scared and stuff. They didn't know he was going to turn out to be a bad guy. And very quickly you find out he's a bad guy. Oh, maybe he then had a deeper voice then. Yeah, I think he had a deeper voice. No, I think he did have a deeper voice. And then later we went back to the character. He hadn't appeared for a while. And I remember the writer and the director wanted me to make his voice higher pitched. And I was like, no, that was when he was pretending, blah, 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 blah. But I didn't win the argument because, well, I shouldn't. And so we recorded him higher. And so from that point in the series, he became a more higher pitched character, if I'm remembering the right character. But if you were paying attention to the show, you're going to go, why did his voice change? He would actually be like, oh, his voice changed if you're paying close enough attention. Yes, Korean barbecue is amazing. And I'm going to eat. It's all you can eat. I'm going to an all you can eat joint. So it's just me being careful to watch my girlish figure. I got to be careful. Wave. Okay, any last requests? A question that pulls me in, that sucks me in before I disappear? Keitherstein Silverstein. Okay, I'll consider it. You think I should change my name? Oh, I have an interesting question. If you could change one thing about Gabriel, what would it be? Well, it depends what angle you're coming from. As an actor, I like the character. I like all the flaws that he has. You know what I mean? As playing the character, I don't know what I would want to change. He's an interesting character. Now, if I'm watching from the outside, I would be like, snap out of it. You've got, take care of your son. Look at all you have. Stop risking everything. Like, why are you doing this? Obviously, we all have loss and grief in our lives, and you go through the motions and you experience that grief, and you eventually move on. It changes you, but you move on. You don't stay stuck in that moment trying to bring the past back. And we all know what Gabriel is up to and doing. So as an actor, I don't want to change anything because that's what makes him interesting. But if you were a friend of his, for example, and realized what he was doing, you would, of course, you'd slap him in the face and say, come on, you're being crazy. Well, that's a question. What is Gabriel's favorite fast food chain? I don't know. Is there a joke in there somewhere? Insert your answer here. Best answer gets 50 points if it makes me laugh. What is Gabriel's favorite fast food chain? Come on, guys. Use your brains. I'm chit-chat. I can't do all the work here. All right, somebody wants a he circle voice. I'm still waiting. I bet he hates fast food. But there's a joke here somewhere. I'm sure there is, right? Isn't there? Isn't there something? I'm trying to think of one. Hawk Mob, Monarch Donald's. No, there's something. There's something there. Nobody's gotten the joke. I know there's a joke, and Butterfly McQueen. That's a dope name, though. Butterfly McQueen. Hi. Hello. I saw you from across the bar. Can I buy you a drink? Oh, the name's Butterfly McQueen. Where are you going? What's your drink? Butterfly McQueen. Butterfly McQueen. Monarch Donald's. That's the best I could come up with. Do you win? What did you get? What did you get, small indie artist? What was your joke? You keep saying you win. Maybe Gabriel doesn't eat like his son. I don't know. Monarch Donald's, yeah. Burger Monarch. Yeah, so far that's the best one. You're right, small indie artist. And assuming you were the first one to say it, but whoever said, if anybody else said it too. Butterfly McQueen's an awesome name. It's not a good answer. I'm gonna tell it to you like it is, okay? I'm gonna pussyfoot around it, okay? I like Burger Monarch because obviously that's Burger King. It's perfect. So you got to beat that. I would come to SAC Anime. Let them know to invite me. I don't know when it is, but I've got like maybe two weekends I could do cons for the rest of the year, I think. Maybe 3. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see. I'll go wherever I can. In and out. They're just... Who do you want? You want a Hisoka? You're really asking for a Hisoka? All right. I just can't wait to break you. My, how unusual. Looks like that poor man's arms have turned to flower petals. What would my favorite fast food be, I wonder? I wouldn't eat that. I don't know. Now let's not get into that. No, we'll go like 10 minutes just on that. But we like Hisoka. Hopefully one day and everybody's like, "Are you so excited to be coming back?" And I'm like, I think we're putting the cart before the horse, but fingers crossed. So no, Phoenix, I can always count on you to bring the toilet humor in, right? There you go. I'm not doing any other signings next weekend except for in AkaiCon in Tennessee. So if you'll be there, you'll see me. Shabbity beep, bobbity boop, bobbity boop boo. I'll be scatting the entire time. All right. If you were here since the beginning, from the beginning right here, you get 25 points. I mean, literally, you're here now and you were here from the beginning, you get 25 points. If you are watching this not live, if you have tuned in to watch this because I posted it on Instagram, you get 10 points right now. Cool, good for you. But if you watch the whole thing, and you'll know if you do or not. Well, you won't know this part. You have to get to this point. So if you haven't skipped ahead, then it's 50 points for watching it later, even if you've already watched it. But you'd have to watch it twice. I don't recommend you do that. It's hardly entertaining the first time. But you do what you got to do. You know what I mean? I don't want to tell you what to do. You do what you got to do.
Hey, Vector the Crocodile here. Hey, Sonic, I'm on the case.
I hadn't practiced. Somebody asked for a Vector. He needs a little warm up sometimes, but that was roughly him. That was about 87% Vector the Crocodile. Out of nowhere. So guys, thanks so much for joining. I appreciate it. I said I have a couple weekends free. If I don't book cons, it's possible I may do another one of these. Keep an eye out on Instagram and whatever social media. I'm on Threads now as well. We'll see how that works, but I'm there. I'll definitely be announcing the new prints that are coming very soon because they should be. One of them is going to be available, I think, for the next con, so I will be posting that soon. So keep an eye. If you haven't had a chance to see Spider-Man, which has nothing to do with me, go see the new Spider-Man movie because, oh my God, you so should. Much love to all of you, and thank you so much for joining, and I very much appreciate your support. Thanks for everyone who reminded me to hydrate. And I think that's all I've got for you. Oh, please, if you're at all thinking about it, go see the Miraculous movie. It's called Miraculous Hawkmoth, the movie. Definitely go see that. It's gonna be cool. Something that I do something I don't usually do in that movie, and hopefully I'm a little nervous. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So check it out. Thanks so much for joining. I'm gonna hang up here and then I'm gonna try to figure out how to put it on there, and how to reach San Diego from here. And if I can, golden, I'll sign that pop for you. All right, take care. Bye. It's been swell. Oh my God, he's reaching out. He's using those arms. What's he doing?